what's going on YouTube? It's C/Kaibat. Whatever you want to call me, it doesn't really matter. So I just want to make a video. So I just thought of some stuff that DLC, because they're gonna add DLC Pack 10, Ultra Pack 2 soon. And speaking of Ultra Pack 1, DLC Pack 9, apparently it's coming out July 5th. I don't know if that's the final date. It keeps on changing like every day, so hopefully it's that though, so it's not too far away. And I'm still getting it, yeah. I'm kinda hyped for these characters. Vegeta is one of my favorites. So I'm thinking, what other characters? Because like, I feel like they're kind of running out of ideas. And they're gonna add another DLC after this one. So I know the obvious ones are like Torrent Power Cast, but like, yeah. So I have like Topo. We can have him. I feel like we should have him like 2 presets, or like 2 different characters, like his base form, and like his god and training form. And like when he's in this god form, it's like he was shooting like high balls all over the ring. That should be his ultimate. Like shoot like 1 or 2 like massive Akaisers. And then that could like be like godly display, like the final part of it, how it explodes. That would be pretty cool if they did that right. And if they did add the god form of Topa for our CACs for the shirt, if we got his out like his god form outfit, it would be cool if we can just have the god symbol on our chest on our CACs. But I just hope they do it right. I hope it's just not like the sand tail where it looks really dumb, because I would love to have that on this game for our CACs. And then another character is Dispo. We can have him the same thing with Topo, because he had his base form, and he had like a god speed mode where his aura changed a bit. He was a lot faster, and then that speed thing he's got could be for CACs, depending if they balance it good enough. And then another character I thought of that's not Torrent Power was Moro, because he's from the manga, and Dragon Ball Super is going to continue with that, I'm assuming, most likely. So Moro would be nice to have. I feel like his Super Soul, or one of his moves, should be like, he should like absorb ki. That's kind of what he does. So like as time goes on, you steal your opponent's ki, and you gain some. Yeah, that does kind of sound overpowered if it does that the entire match. But I mean, they've already added a lot of OP Super Souls, so would this really change anything? I don't really think so. Something I forgot to mention with Tobo, speaking of the ki drain. Well, not really ki drain, but you know how like when he was fighting Vegeta and everybody, how like ki moves wouldn't work? What if Topo's moves was like a counter move in his god form, where if you hit him with like a Kamehameha, he can just walk right through that? Or that could be like Topo's or Moro's Super Soul. I don't know. But then his ultimate for Moro, so like in the manga he did something like similar to Android 16's ultimate, Hell Pillars, I think that's what it's called, or Hell's Flash. But instead, like, I feel like it should have a little bit more tracking, because that's what it did in the manga. But like, if you have Hell's Flash or Hell's Pit, whatever it's called in this game, with that OP move with tracking, that's gonna be a major issue. But I feel like it should have some tracking, but not like really OP tracking. Can't really think of a move on the spot. Isn't like Gotenks Ghost move like the best tracking in this game? I'm pretty sure. Not that kind of tracking, but like decent enough tracking, like Destructo does. And for some free characters, well, I don't think they're gonna give us any free characters, but they did give us Kaioken Goku Blue and Pure Progress Hit as presets. I feel like for free, if they do add this, it has to be free. Give us the Rage Trunks. He's in the campaign. They already gave us 2 Trunks presets for free, but with the Spear Bomb sword move, he should have had Rage for his transformation, because it's just stupid, because he had it in the campaign, so it's there. And another one was Kaba, Super Saiyan 2. That could be a preset, because he did that in Tournament Power. Go Super Saiyan 2. So I feel like here's another preset should like, because armor was kind of like damaged a little bit. So kind of have that. Maybe have a new moveset. Not completely new though. But make sure you can go Super Saiyan 1 and 2 in that new preset. And that Kaba and Trunks could be free. And that will be lit. Because those are two characters forms I want. But I'm not paying for them. That'd be stupid. And then I know this was just a rumor, but Fury Broly or Base Broly, whatever. He was just rumored. He's not actually coming in DLC. So, but if they do for DLC 10, want to add him. There's one thing I really want from him. Actually, there's a few things, but like, you know, in the movie, like that big green sphere. I feel like that should be one of his ults. I feel like that should have been for the full power Super Saiyan Broly. They have it in two Roblox games, Anime Cross and Final Stand. It's called Planet Crusher on both. Like a green spirit bomb. That would have been nice to have. But aside from those characters, I honestly can't think of anything else that's like, I like other than like old Dragon Ball Z characters. I feel like they should just go with the Dragon Ball heroes, because like they already have Fu, like, and Mira and Toa. I'm pretty sure that's like the only villains. I'm pretty sure from that. And the only other character, which is Xeno Trunks. So I think they should have Golden Cooler or Golden Metal Cooler. Those wouldn't be hard to make, and I hardly doubt those would be free, because those would be like basically reskins. But they can change up the combos and everything, because Metal Cooler in the show, Golden Metal Cooler, was keeping up with Cumber, so he would be nice, because I love the Arcosian race. Another one from Normal Heroes is Cumber. I feel like he should be able to go Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, or just 1 and 3, because he just went those two forms in the promotional anime. And then for another free character, for another free preset, we should get Bardock with the clothes he had, and maybe a new move or two with from the new Broly movie. I think that Bardock looked pretty cool. We can kind of make him in the game. I did one time, but I feel like we should just be able to have that as a free preset anyways. But back to like, other than that, I can't really think of anything else that's not going back into like Master Roshi and that kind of stuff. So I don't feel like they want to go back that far. I think they just want to add like new characters, but I mean, they're adding Rib Brienne, so you never know. They might add like that Yard Rat from that universe. Who knows? Or another useless character nobody cares about. But the only two Dragon Ball Z characters I would like to see, I'm pretty sure this isn't everyone's list, but Oob or Maju. I personally just want Oob, so I didn't really like GT, so Maju was from GT, so I didn't really like that. I think PyCon would be nice. Anyway, people have been asking for him for a long time. Personally, I never cared. So I only watched that filler like once. I never really watched that PyCon episode, but I watched it recently, and he's pretty cool, I guess. But I really want PyCon. But other than that, I feel like instead of characters, they should give us Tournament of Power. Like, we already have the stage. They should give us the campaign. Because once we get Rib Brienne and Royal Vegeta, or Evolution, and then all they need really is Full Power Jiren, Full Power Jiren, for a free preset of Jiren. And then maybe Omen Goku, UI Goku. And then, yeah, Topo and Dispo, and that's all you need to make the campaign. We already have Kefla and Het, and Jiren and MUI Goku. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure once we have all these characters, Rib Brienne and Royal, we would only realistically need Topo and maybe Dispo. And then, if they want to add a Golden Frieza preset with the Halo, then they can really make the campaign. I would like to play the campaign. It's been a while since we got one. I was thinking we're going to get one in DLC 8 with the Broly movie. But if they do add Fear Broly in DLC 10, now that we got God Vegeta from the Broly movie, I feel like they can add that campaign as well. So we get 2 campaigns within. If they add DLC 9, we get all these characters in and all this stuff, then we can really get 2 campaigns. But I don't know if they're gonna add that. I personally think they should add the Broly campaign for free, whether or not you have any of the characters or not. Just because that was I don't know, I just feel like that should be free. That was a movie. Yeah, that campaign. But then, other than those campaigns, I feel like for transformations, every race should get pure progress. I already know everyone really says that, but I never really understood what it does. From what I can understand, it buffs like your strike supers a lot, and I kind of like what it does. But instead of pure progress exactly, I think it should be added just a tiny bit for every seat, like a sand pure progress. So it'd be like buffing melee by 2 stages, because there's 2 stages of pure progress. It would buff melee, and then like freezes, it would buff key damage. And then, I don't know, it would be for the mechans and everything else. I don't think humans need it. But, yeah, if humans got it, I feel like it would just give them melee as well. Or Q damage, whatever. Or if you can pick what you can have. Like, defense or attack. That would be OP. But I hardly doubt that's gonna be a thing. And for humans, like for just humans in general, like I honestly, like, people tell me like, why are only Saiyans getting forms? Like, why not every other race? But then the first other race I think of is humans, and other than you can't really think of a form, do they really need a form? Like, humans are broken in this game. I think Potential Unleash is more than generous for humans, because even without any transformations, humans are just retarded. So, but the only thing I can really think of is Master Roshi's buff form. Or another thing I thought of was like turning the a form that turned them into an android. I don't know how that would work, or if that would even make any sense. But it's the only things you can really think of for humans, I think. And then I didn't think of anything for the mechans and Mulligans, because those are weird ones to think of forms. But for Frieza's, people always say all the time that like they have so many forms. That's true and all, but how are you gonna really make second form, third form, and final form? Because you can just make them with the character customizations for Frieza's. So I don't really understand how that's possible to make those forms for CACs. So I think the only one that's possible is the metal form, metal cooler, and if they wanted a golden metal cooler, and then just the 100% buff form for Frieza's. And then for Saiyans, it's gonna be the obvious Super Saiyan 4, God, and Blue Kaioken. I know Blue Kaioken would be insane. We don't even know how OP Royal Blue's gonna be, but yeah, that's gonna be it. So thanks for watching.